Hello. Where is me? There is me. Make sure that it's actually my microphone. Cool. Change thing in the app. We're gonna be dashing some mules. Gameplay capture. Musedash. You are very big. Unbigify. Regular sizeify. Bigify. Big. Okay. Warming up. That's cool. Jump. Jump. Oh. Hello, combo. Yippee. Hurrah. Joy. Hello, Dan Boyd. Hello, Skellington. Hello, Fartfake. Hello. Annoyed. Hooray. No quiero nada de esto. No. No. Okay. I keep accidentally pressing the space bar. Let's stick with like maximum of 6 difficulty. Oh, pass. 1, 2, 3. Rip keys. My keys are fine. The jetpack joyride mod looks see so far. Gym raid. Oh, hello gym raids. Hello raiders. Hello. Oh gosh. You caught me on a midday. Oh, new people. Hello. New people. Hello. New people. Hello. Okay. Unbelievable. Let's not escape Q because I know my buttons. Yes. Doc! Doc! No! Oh! Howdy! Okay, wait. Let's... I'm Doc. Oh. This is constantly falling I do girl. Are you there, hello. Hello. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Well, darn, now I need to be entertaining. They can't stop me for young in high so on my knee. My nosy girl in high so he does it, I know go baby. I don't day. They can't stop me for young in high so Cast up before don't need eyes over. Dana Zika and fish. He does it, I can't stop you, boy, and then I saw. Doc, if you want to join me, I am an open VC in the collab server. So, because I am currently in that slightly dissociative but bored state, but I realize, I am playing the silly rhythm games, so might as well stream. And I might know the decoration. Decoration. Oh yes, 3, easy for thoughts, easy for fingies. I am mid-song. So if you do have a Fugi, put it in like the there should be like a collab specific chat. And I'll put it on stream. Yes.
Collab asking thing?
Yes.
I'm not streaming right now.
I am. So if you want a Fugi on stream.
Oh. Doesn't Fugi like automatically show up, or how? I don't know.
You need a like.
I don't know. I'm still kind of interested.
I will walk you through it after the song. Also, please introduce yourself because I don't know who you are right now. And also, neither does my chat.
Hello, I am Nicola.
Hello, Nicola. Oh, it's Nicola. Hello.
It is I, Nicola. Nicola.
Nicola.
And Deadmac just joined too.
Hello, Deadmac. If you have a Fugi that you want to be put on stream, then please put it in the collab thing.
Yeah, you can go to the Fugi website and it should have bars up there.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I forgot because I am silly Billy who doesn't do this often. You see, I did not think this through because who needs thinking?
I see, she still has the bear.
I have.
Fugi.
Oh, I still have the bear Fugi? Oh, I still have the bear.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Yeah, it should.
That was a good stream. I remember that.
The collab
Yes.
one up there.
That was really entertaining.
The bears. But yes. Hello. Why is it forming errors?
So how is Mixie?
I'm here. It's like. Okay. So it is. I could just it will show everyone play. For some reason, it's not logging in on the correct account, so it's just like, let us do the thing where it actually works. Haha, no.
Yeah, Discord is very breaky sometimes.
Yeah, it's like present and aware. Yeah. It's like, slash group. Hello. Yay. Peoples. The peoples.
Browser source.
Browser source.
I just figured out how to get Fugi into OBS today.
Yay.
I finally got that.
Browser sources. Yay.
Yeah.
Knowing how to use the tools that we use. Knowing. Being acknowledged. Yeah. Knowledge.
It's fair when you don't regularly do collabs with things of that sort.
Imagine thinking. Bonkers. Bonkers, Nicola. Low volume. Oh yeah, desktop audio is generally low because everything is generally loud. I will mess with the volume.
And then Deadback has the honkers.
Hey, big ol' booba.
Big largo lab.
The oingo boingos.
The boingles of the blinks.
Nicola is kind of low volume, may turn up 10%. Let me see if I can see that in the voice changer.
In OBS.
I already have it up. Is it in? My input volume's at 100%.
Have you tried kicking up? Dan said it sounds good now. Thank you. Kindly.
Oh, okay.
Victory.
You can go into OBS and actually max it out further. Seki was telling me this the other day.
Makes you lay on top of tech stuff. Kinda.
Streamer tech is a huge rabbit hole in and of itself. Like, you don't really think about it like when you're just a viewer, but like there's so many things that have to go
to access, so you could access early access things of the softwares that you want. There's so many Patreons.
You know, hit go live and everything breaks instantly.
I haven't used that.
Behind, and then as soon as you hit go live, everything just starts breaking. Yeah, regular streamer lifestyle.
Or you run updates and nothing works. Like I run my voice changer in a Docker container, and I just ran updates like yesterday.
Oh no.
And I went to go live, and oh hey, Docker crashes on startup. Like 10 minutes before stream.
Or muting yourself at the end of your stream and then talking for like 10 minutes and not unmuting yourself.
Imagine muting yourself for an entire stream.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Those are nice.
One time on my old life, I did that for like an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, I've done that too.
Like,
I've had people come in and talk to me and then be like, oh yeah, he must be muted. And then I look over like an hour later and be like, oh, I was muted the entire time.
Yeah.
Or like you think you're just streaming to yourself for like half an hour, and you just imagine there's no one there, and then you get a Discord notification that somebody's telling you that, oh hey, your chat's frozen.
Yeah, same. I love those. I love those.
Hey, at least none of us can have as bad as an update as people had yesterday.
Don't go Windows 10. I mean Windows 11.
I meant the CloudStrike thingy.
Oh, the
Might
cloud.
take it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I love
somebody
Monopoly.
said it was
Crazy.
through the window 11. That's what I had heard.
Y2K but real this time.
I had no. Yeah. Yeah,
ironically-
exactly. I had no idea that software was so ubiquitous. Like, it is everywhere.
Imagine having a monopoly over an entire sector of of multiple sectors security. I love that. I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
Yay, monopolization. Yay.
Yes. Kind of not so great.
That's
That
the
sounds
reason why I'm currently not thinking hard. Or thinking.
And me.
Y2K remake. This time it actually happens.
It's something that happened 24 years later.
It's because writing software that slots into every business's ecosystem is hard. You can just have multiple.
True.
If
Yeah.
everyone is using Windows 10, then it can't be that
Well,
different.
actually, no, that's actually not true. Writing software that slots into every business's ecosystem, that's actually not necessarily all that difficult.
Also,
Because that happens a lot with open source libraries where they do, somebody writes just a very small library that does something really, really important, but it does just this one really small thing that everybody else is like, oh, I need that. And so then everything else depends on it, and it ends up everywhere, used
Can
by
I-
everybody, and there's like one person building it.
Do you know the meme, the entirety of modern internet structure? That one thing that a guy in Nebraska has been maintaining since 2003.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Time to turn
that
on
was
the
the
baby sensory.
XKCD card.
Time
Yeah,
to turn on the baby sensory videos. This is
Yeah,
turning
it's
into an
absolutely
open
true.
sauce stream.
yeah.
Like, welcome to the unplanned autism stream.
Yay, autism.
Autism,
Mental breakdowns.
the special people stream. We're special together. We're special together.
Yeah. I still wanna plan that, because I had some ideas for some
What?
research papers and things that I saw about autism that I kind of like to talk about.
Unironically, it can be down.
I'd have to go and pull it up. I don't have it pulled up right now.
You can take the time to pull it up. I do not mind. This is turned into the autism stream. We're putting on the baby sensory videos. We know
Okay,
it's
I'll
genuine.
I'll go pull it up and
Yeesh. There was a BDS network bug.
the-
a couple
I
of
forget what I needed to.
Huh.
Yeah, this one. This video. I'll post it in the. So you know the text channel on the
Yes.
the voice channel where it's like.
Oh, the text thing that is also a. Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Yeah, take a look at this video. This is wild.
Okay. Yes. I'm making sure that it looks correct so we can have the baby sensory videos look good. Because that will be the only music. But also it's the baby sensory
It's
videos.
understanding visual perception and autism.
Oh.
It's a really interesting video.
My therapist is actually like, yeah, I'm autistic and I specialize in autism. Day one. Like, even before my first consultation, it's like, you probably have a PDA profile. It's like, I've been saying that for years! I've been saying it for years! Freaking... The freaking appointments make me scared, brain! The appointments! Screech! But yes, it is in the chat. That is also understanding visual perception and autism.
Yeah, this is really, really interesting.
Which is in my honors thesis in cognitive science, a deep learning approach to understanding real world perception, autism, research, deep learning virtual reality, and eye tracking to understand the visual world. Well, if you put an autistic person in a VR headset for long enough, they're gonna become a rainbow wolf. They're gonna become a rainbow wolf girl. Darn.
So the idea with this was that they put people in VR headsets with eye trackers so they could see what they look at, and then they did that for both people with autism and the control group is the people without autism, and they compared the two for like what they looked at, and the difference, like to summarize, was like people with autism would look at small details and then radiate outward, where people who don't have autism would like look at the whole picture and then focus in on little details afterwards.
We can ask our FARs to find the features of real-world environments that drive atypical
also
human
eye tracking for free. Dang it! It's like I wish I had my eyeball. It's like, well, Facebook is already looking at my eyeballs, but I wish my friends could see my eyes, because like my default VR chat does like something similar to the follow me effect. Just like. But I wish I could do eye-based humor. I wish I had index controllers. I wish I had proper fingies instead of... I have open hand,
fingers,
slightly closed,
fingers.
fist,
Oh, I've got a meme.
side.
I've got a meme. I just pulled it.
Thumbs. I have a thumb. The joys of having thumbs. I've played VR chat and I can say it's true. Everyone becomes a woman.
This meme.
Okay, let me... Fingertips. The eye shows that the true train. What is your... Like, what is a special interest that you can talk about on stream without getting yeeted by YouTube? Because I know it's like, by asking, like, what is your special interest, that I'm opening up a can of worms that could potentially contain cannibalism. It's like, so what is... like,
I have
like to eat
many special interests.
Pick some that are friendly for the tube of the use, which is very sensitive.
Like probably not guns. That probably
that's one of those.
YouTube might not like that one.
No,
but that's one of them.
Yeah, I was like, I could talk about the efficacies of the doobly-doos, the birds, the bees, and the ways that people have fun. It's just like, but YouTube doesn't like that.
Yeah. The fun thing is there's some really interesting research about that too, which I don't know if I want to link that because YouTube might not like that, but...
True, but like, are you sure that are you sure that Quinky sex was not just made by autistic people? It's like, let us say exactly what we want and have a word to make it stop.
Actually, that's exactly what the research was about.
Oh, you actually have research about that? Please DM that to me.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah. It's like, I love thinking about it, but it's just like, I cannot talk about this. I cannot talk about this with my mother. That is inappropriate. It's like, gosh darn it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you here.
Powerful brain.
That paper.
Let's discuss. No, we're not going to discuss the explosives.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
I do.
I don't like
Explosives chemistry.
fireworks.
Ooh,
I
ooh.
don't like them.
I like fireworks.
I like them in pictures.
I like things that go boom.
I like... how do you tolerate the booms? We can talk about tolerating the booms.
Well, if they're really big booms, then you probably want earplugs.
Yeah, but like the
Because you don't want to damage
handheld
your hearing.
kind. Like, I have intrusive thoughts, so it's personally not safe for me. However, if you can...
Oh, you don't want to have them in your hands when they go off. That's not good.
No, not the other...
You always want, safety precautions are important.
I've never had a problem with the loud sounds, so I've never really thought about why people are afraid of them.
Yeah. That's another thing about autism is it is a spectrum and different people experience different symptoms from it.
And the spectrum of hypo to hyper, it's like hypo is like either they can be it's like, oh, like they didn't catch my autism for years because I had hyper empathy. I made eye contact. And they didn't count the repeated counting behaviors because I counted coins. And they just thought I liked money like a normal child.
When I was a kid, I was obsessed with the plastic labels on pop can on 2-liter soda
The
bottles.
little ring things?
Like the plastic film around it.
Oh, the plastic film. That is also intriguing.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. It's like so papery, but without being paper.
When I was 5, I had all of the state capitals memorized. I don't remember them now. Not all of them. I know a lot of them, but
what?
That's not really normal for 5-year-old, right?
I could read early, but they just thought it was like, ooh, smart. Go kindergarten. Intelligent child. Also, why would you eat the coins? The coins have use in commerce.
But the other thing is, it's
They do not taste
people see you noticing a lot of really fine details, and they're like, "Oh, that person is really, really smart."
It's like, oh, that person's
when in
smart.
reality, it's
that person's just quirky.
A difference. Yeah, when in reality, it's a difference in priority over details versus big picture, where it's the first thing you notice is the details, where someone who isn't autistic would be oh wow, they're noticing all these details, they're paying really, really close attention, they know everything about this, when in reality it's just no, that's just the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
They're acknowledging every it's like I entered a very, very interesting VR chat world called Sector 7, and it was just oh, it was someone, the person who was guiding me and another friend through it, it's oh yeah, the main event is in the kitchen. It's oh, I thought the main event was that keypad, and points to a keypad. It's that is in the spawn room. It was just oh, I've never noticed that. Oh. It's
Yeah, it's wild, the things that you do notice and don't notice. Because it's
oh, this mattress doesn't have colliders. Well, this one does. Sometimes colliders are annoying.
Stuff like that.
It's I would like to sit in this chair. Okay, now I am not. There is no chair. The chair is not there. It is fun. It's just like, and sometimes
I haven't done anything in VR. I don't have a VR setup.
I suggest getting. Are quests still affordable? Like,
I don't know.
Quest, since it was Mark Zuckerberg is like, yes, this is the future. I like this. He invested a bunch of money into it, thus making it cheaper for the consumer.
The VR Quest?
Yeah, Quest, like the
I think
Quest
it's
3
still,
is
like,
out.
500-ish?
That's pretty. Try to look for a 2.
Yeah,
I may get actually the reason I would want a 3 is actually it's like, okay, I just need trackers at this point, because it's just like I want to be able to sit. They notice it's like some mentally ill people are super smart. They notice invisible people. It's like, oof.
Yeah, that sounds like schizophrenia.
That sounds like a big that sounds like a you need help determining what is reality and what is not. Psychosis isn't fun. I was on antipsychotics once. They gave me psychosis symptoms. I sense the irony.
I bet. This isn't really an area of expertise of mine, but I would bet that schizophrenia is more of a spectrum,
like,
similar to autism, rather than something you either do or don't have.
Like, not
So,
all skins,
like, I bet there's a lot
all
of,
skin-
like
there are different types of psychosis, I believe. Like, I don't know about schizophrenia specifically. It's like psychosis I know slightly more about, because psychosis can come with a lot of other disease, come with brain changes. So psychosis isn't, and like also sometimes just a side effect of medication, and it's just, yeah, the man that stands in my corner while I sleep.
The sleep paralysis demon.
No, it's not even the sleep paralysis demon. It's Mr. Void. He's gyrating in the corner.
He's hitting the gritty in the corner.
No, he's a void. So it's not like sexy. It's like a blob of slime going whoop, whoop, whoop.
So it's like the same thing you would see when
sounds
you're
like
on
a sleep
drugs.
paralysis demon.
I have seen nothing on anything that is not the antipsychotic. And I've been on a lot of drugs. The medicine roulette is not fun. It's like, how
I haven't taken any for mental.
for the brain
I've
strain?
taken like I've taken drugs to like help pass kidney stones, but it's like that's a different thing entirely.
That is physical. We're talking about the brain changes.
I haven't had any like brain chemistry medications or any of that.
I'm stuck on Zoloft for the rest of my life. It's like,
I was thinking about the conversation we was having with Cypher the other day when he was talking about how he sat down and had a conversation with himself.
nice. Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It's like, yes. Just sitting down. Just beep.
I do like to like go on walks and think to myself, where like I'll have an idea about something and I'll just like
You got loud about it?
talk about it with myself in my head, kind of, you know.
I have an issue where I talk out loud about it.
Actually,
I like
that
to.
if you get
Yeah.
I suggest a voice recorder because it's like actually really handy. It's just like I
That'd be a
don't
good
have
idea.
piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to do this thing eventually, and then never check. It's like never check it again. It is an object that is there for taking in new thoughts, not for looking at the old thoughts.
Mm.
You see, if
My
you
dad
were a
always-
smart
That was
person,
another thing. That was another thing that was kind of odd with me when I was a kid. Was like, the class would go out for recess after lunch, and we'd all go out on the playground, and most of the other kids would go and play on the jungle gym, the playground equipment, and I would like go walk way out by just the outskirts of the field and like walk along the fence alone by myself and just
Mm-hmm.
think about whatever's been on my mind and just spend time alone. Not really playing, but just like
existing alone,
thinking about things.
away from people.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was
Sometimes you wanna
relentlessly
be by
bullied.
yourself.
It's like when you are the bullyable type of autism.
Mm.
They should have like a version of the autism test. It's like, okay, how often and how do you get bullied? Okay. Because I believe...
Oh, they tried to bully me when I was in 3rd grade, and I slammed the guy's head in a locker door, and then they didn't do that ever again.
Yeah,
You see,
that's usually
I
how
am
you
frail
fix that.
and marshmallowy and averse to violence. They also tried to make me be friends with a very not sane individual because I was nice. It is like,
Yeah, that usually happens too.
here you go, nice person, who also happens to be one of the few other melanated people. Here you go. It's like, since I went to private institution, there were only so many black folk. It's just like, you're the nice one. Here, have a friend. It's like, I'll gouge out your eyes with a spoon.
Not
Oh.
the spoon.
Specifically a plastic spoon. Specifically.
Specifically the plastic sorts.
The melanator.
I've always had
Melanity.
I'm a very nice guy, but everyone has that breaking point, and like 9 times out of 10, most people don't never make it to that breaking point. But yeah, some people get you there, and yeah, you want to get that plastic spoon sometimes.
I've never been there. I don't remember ever being there.
I'm not particularly prone to violence, but if it gets there, I grew up with 2 brothers, and we did fight with each other a good bit, as brothers do, but so like I'm capable, but I don't like to fight. I don't want to resort to violence,
Yeah, no one wants to
Yeah,
go
no.
out of their way. Well, there are people, but most people don't want to go out of their way to just hurt other people. But there are times when you have to, like you said, people will.
Yeah, it's like-
Not prone to violence.
Yeah,
While
sometimes you
she
just
cleans her fire.
sometimes you just have to stand up for yourself.
It's like, I am not prone to violence. Cleaning firearm of choice.
Yeah. But that's a lot of that is because I like the mechanisms and the physics and the math of ballistics. I was out for a walk tonight thinking about what if he shot a shotgun slug in space from the ISS?
Mhm.
And would that have enough delta V to do anything useful? Because I know, like, they have those, like, the taser rounds that they shoot from a 12 gauge where it has, like, the fins on it and, like, the probes. So, like, you could put electronics into a 12 gauge shell and shoot it, right? So, like, could you make, like, a really, really, really tiny space probe and shoot it from a shotgun?
So physically shooting a thing in space, deeper into space.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
Like
I
start
need to
from
do the math.
space.
I
Go
mean,
deeper into space.
the thought behind
Well,
like
I mean-
bullets is the fact that air is what slows them down. The air pressure is what slows them down. So like it, without having any air resistance, wouldn't that just make it just continue to go?
Yeah, but you have to keep in mind, like, the
Space
orbital
moves
mechanics.
things different.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
So would the insides of the firearm work in the space?
yes.
That's the big question.
That
Yes.
too, yeah, it would have to. You wouldn't be able to make the fire ignition that would need to shoot the bullet.
Oh, no, it absolutely would, because the modern smokeless powder is nitrocellulose, which is self-oxidizing.
Oh,
And it absolutely would work in a vacuum. Black powder is also self-oxidizing as well. Yeah, like, if it wasn't, it would burn very, very slowly and not fast enough to actually be useful for a firearm. So, like, it's necessary for it to be self-oxidized. Another property of nitrocellulose is it's a progressive burning powder, which means that the higher the pressure, the faster it burns. Which means that, yeah.
In a vacuum, is that a lot of pressure or no pressure?
Okay, so that's no pressure, but actually that's a really good point, because it does have to start burning at no pressure, but it likely would take off fast enough. The point where that's interesting, though, is because you have the inertia of the projectile containing the burn, and as it burns, it raises the pressure, and as the pressure raises, it raises the burn rate, which means the pressure rises exponentially. And what that means is that when you increase the powder, like the powder charge behind behind the bullet, right? The maximum pressure, the chamber pressure, it doesn't go up linearly, it goes up exponentially.
Quick, someone
Which
do it in
means
Space
you have to
Station
be really
13.
precise with it.
Someone do it in Space Station 13 so we can figure it out. Because they have all the
Yeah.
pressure.
Or Kerbal Space Program.
Like, well, in Space Station 13, you were probably already shooting a firearm in space. Probably at the clown. You see, I play Space Station 13, and I play the clown, but I do
I
not
haven't played that yet.
unhelpful
played that.
things. I just honk, and then promptly die. But honk.
But I'm really, really curious how big of a rifle you would need to reach escape velocity from the Earth's sphere of influence from low Earth orbit. Because it might have to be like an unbelievably, unrealistically huge rifle, or it might just be like something we
Comically
already have.
large firearm.
I don't know.
Be able
putting
to
things
I-
into
escape
space.
the moon's gravitation, though.
Yeah. I before I went out for a walk, I was like Googling it. Apparently apparently during the space race, the Soviet Union did send up a cannon to one of their early space stations, and they did fire it in space. Like, that is something that they actually did.
It's like, yes. How does this work in space?
Let me pull that out.
Okay.
Soviet. Yeah, this.
Has anyone ever V-tubed from space? That is the true question.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I mean, they do live streams in space.
But has anyone V-tubed?
Yeah, I posted it in the
I know we've already put in
Please
a
do.
furry in space.
I mean, anybody could just say they're in space, though. Can you really dox yourself and say, yeah, I'm B2B from the
It's like, yes, I am streaming for the International Space Station.
You're right. I don't
Sanity
think
Jinx says
NASA's
that
gonna
how
like
long
that.
a range would such a small probe be able to send back info, though? Because I imagine it would go out of connection reach pretty fast. That would depend on how big of an antenna you could put on it. And I wonder if maybe, that's a good point, is like, with such a small projectile, how much useful
Couldn't it unfurl?
useful
Like, couldn't
stuff
you
could you
just
put
get like
on
a
it
little
with, like,
wire?
the electronics? Yeah.
And they just like, beep.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I thought of, is like a little nitinol wire, because nitinol is very good with being bent up and not deforming plastically. Like it returns to its original shape. Like that would be a really good way to curl up an antenna and have it fit into a projectile like that and extend out into a useful antenna. But it would take up extra space in the projectile that would, be useful for other things like the electronics and whatnot. So, like, designing something to actually fit into a 12 gauge round and still be useful as a space probe would be a huge engineering task.
Couldn't we just
But
make a space tank
I'm
that is
wondering.
also a rocket? And then get one of those really big bullets? Like,
Yeah,
that can, like, those are
but
really big
then you
bullets.
have to send up the thing is, though, the bigger you send it up, the more rocket fuel the rocket that sends it up has to have. So
But you only need
the
so
smaller
much.
and lighter weight,
Like, in comparison,
yeah.
like, if you, like, can't, like, tanks and stuff fire really, really far, like, on the ground. So that guarantees at least a minimum distance. And planes and tanks are also really big. It's like, I meant spaceships, not planes. I like planes, but not, it's like, yes, planes.
Like train tisms.
No, it's not even like the plane autism. I just like them. They make me happy. I like the sky seals.
Yeah.
Like,
Sky seal.
like, okay, I'm not an autist about how a plane functions. It's just like, like, like the sky whales. It's like, okay, I'm gonna tell a slightly embarrassing church story.
I get you.
The song Ezekiel Saw the Wheel, for years, I thought Ezekiel saw the whale.
I don't know that
Way
song.
up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the whale, way in the middle of the air. The big whale won by faith, the little whale won with the praise of God. It's a whale in the middle of a wheel, way in the middle of the air. So I thought it was a whale in a wheel, but it's supposed to be a wheel. It's like, it's a whale in the middle of a wheel, way in the middle of the air. The big whale won by faith, the little whale won by the grace of a God. It's a whale. No, I still sing it's a whale in the middle of a wheel, way in the middle of the air.
That comes with hearing songs and never looking up the lyrics.
It's
Yeah, I've never heard that one either. Like, I do that too. I will find out the actual lyrics to the song, and my brain would never register the actual lyrics. So
Like,
yeah.
because I saw like the sky whales, like in animations
Is that a
and
church
such.
song?
Yeah, this is church stuff. It's like, it's a
Mhm.
wheel in the middle of the wheel, way in the
okay.
middle of the air. Like it was around. So like when I was in like little kid choir, it was just like, it's like Ezekiel saw the whale way up in the middle of the air. Ezekiel saw the whale way up in the middle of the air. And it's like Ezekiel saw the whale way up in the middle. And it was like, and then we will all like come together for the big whale run by faith, little way by the grace of God. It's a whale in the middle of the wheel, way in the middle of the air. It's like,
And you always said will instead of will.
it's supposed to be wheel, like the
Yeah.
circle, but I thought it was a sky whale that lived in a wheel, because like God is magnificent. God can make sky whales. That's why people do sky whales. So it's just like, huh? Planes look like a lot like seals. We are in an automatic sky. We're on a sky seal. We are in an automatic sky seal. The joys. Sky seals. Along with the other sky ocean life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think space is like the deep sea of the sky water animals? Do you think there's space anglerfish?
Maybe.
What is the equivalent of a whale fall into space?
Let me see if I can.
Do y'all know what a whale
Okay.
fall is?
So I'm a
Whale fall? What's a whale fall?
Okay, when a whale
I don't know.
passes and it's able to get down in and it is in water that is deep enough, it falls to the bottom of the deep sea ocean and it changes like the ecosystem for like years, tens of years, because it's like food has fallen from the sky. Eat, brothers, eat. So like
I've never heard of
like
that.
isopods and underwater eels just like gather, and since the whale is big eat.
Oh, no.
Big eat.
Interesting.
Body rock. It's like or I guess exploding star matter. The cloud of matter.
We eating good tonight. The whales.
The whale file! Praise be! Eat my fellow
I remember
crustaceous
they
brothers!
used to harvest whales for to use the whale blubber to make oil, I guess.
We also harvest them for a thing that they produced in their stomachs that made other things smell better. For perfume.
But from what I understand, they're endangered now.
Yes. So now
Yeah.
you can no longer
don't really do
murder
that.
them for their good smellies or the blubber. Precious hamburger.
You're a fish. Are you a fish?
You whales?
Oh, there it is.
Dolphins are evil, and I don't like
I
them.
wonder what that would taste. I wonder how it would taste to cook with whale blubber as like the fat for cooking.
I like butter. It's like, you'll not take my butter.
I do love butter.
My butter.
But like just plain bread and butter is so underrated.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
egotism and
Like-
all this.
like
is-
dinner rolls?
Oh,
That came to my mind when you said that.
it's like, what is your favorite starch? Mine is plain rice in a bowl.
I like
No
rice.
butter.
I like rice.
No starch. No.
I don't really like rice plain. I like making fried rice. But I haven't done that in a good while. I should do that again.
Wait, you can actually make it? Oh.
Yeah, it's not particularly difficult.
I had a cookbook
So
with the
they-
fat percentage of different milks. Whale milk. Whale milk.
I remember I saw a video. Do you know about Auntie Roger? That comedian guy?
I don't think about real flesh people often.
Oh.
I'm also
He
not funny.
he makes fun of people who do Asian food like really bad.
Mm.
And like one of his most popular videos is making fun of somebody doing fried rice poorly, and then later he went on and like showed how to actually make fried rice, and so that's how I make fried rice.
Ah, sweet beans.
It's really good.
It reminds me of when Gordon Ramsay goes up and just watches those shorts, and then be like, "Oh, you fucking goober! You're messing that up."
Oh,
The fucking face is
Look at
fucking raw.
What are you? An idiot sandwich, sir. Yes, you are.
But I've seen some of the clips of Gordon Ramsay from like some of the UK shows
Mhm.
where he's teaching cooking rather than like judging over a cooking competition. It's a bit. Some of his shows are really cozy, actually.
I've seen, like, I'm a Food Network kid, and sometimes I think Gordon Ramsay, he judges, like, the Food Network Kids cook-off, and he's, like, extremely gentle, but, like, okay, this could have been better, but this is really good. It's like, crits.
Yeah. Have you ever seen like edits between that and Hell's Kitchen where they make it seem like he's just a dick to the kids? Yeah.
But heck,
It's
these
so
children are
funny.
making things better than anything found on Hell's Kitchen.
I think it's more like
Yeah.
he has to be that way with like the adults off the fact that they are in their own ways, and if he's not like that, they're never gonna learn. Whereas like kids absorb knowledge, and like if he tell them, yeah, do this way, they'll like accept it easier because they're not like stuck in their ways, and they can grow from what he's explaining
It's
to
very
them.
important. It's very important to be open-minded. And there's a lot of people, like most kids start out being very open-minded, but there's a lot of people who don't really preserve that into adulthood.
I think I have
Like,
stayed
and
medium
I think
open.
that's important.
Like, but like, I also find, like,
Yeah.
I find it important to have an open mind, but resolute ideals, if that means. Like,
Yeah.
what you think of,
You
like,
adopt it.
if you think, like, once you have sat down and, like, big thought about it, is like, okay, these things are good, these things are bad, these things are noble, these things are unacceptable. And having, like, resolute beliefs in terms of, like,
I think it's important to think about why your beliefs are the way that they are too, because you don't want to be
That is a
resolute
crucial
in
part.
beliefs that aren't very good.
yeah, that's, like, a part of the
So
process.
like I think about that a lot.
And, like, sometimes you need to do, like, an occasional check-in. It's just like, okay, it's like, what do I believe is noble? What do I believe is acceptable? What do I believe is unacceptable? What do I believe is, like, not good, but acceptable? And you gotta take that mental inventory with yourself. You gotta think.
Thinking is important. There's so many people that just don't think for themselves.
I understand them.
Like,
Thinking
they
is
just
hard.
listen.
Thinking is a prison. I wish sometimes.
But it's important. It's so important.
I know it's important, but sometimes it's just like, don't you want to take a break? It's like, If Louis Armstrong was... If humans could only hold their breath for 10 minutes, then how was Louis Armstrong the first man on the moon? And, like, being able to say that with your whole chest started being so wrong in so many ways.
What? Wait, what?
I'm quoting a very silly person. If humans can only hold their breaths for 10 minutes, then how was Louis Armstrong able to go to the moon?
Because EVA suits are really good.
Louis Armstrong is a musician. He never went to the moon.
Lance Armstrong.
I didn't even notice that part. Yeah.
It's like if humans are only able to hold their breath for 10 minutes, how was Louis Armstrong he had to go to the moon. First of all, he never went.
You're playing trumpet on the moon.
Yeah, people.
Moon jazz.
Moon jazz.
People love to put their foots in their mouths very frequently.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just
Yeah, I know I've said some dumb things in the past.
I think we also need to be better as a society. Is like, children are stupid. They believe and think stupid things, and then we think hard, and then we like, oh. But the way that the current internet is like framed, it's like everything you think is always you think at all times. You get no takesy backsies.
Yeah. The thing is, everything is public these days.
Yeah.
Like even just normal, like when I was the things that I would say as a kid. I am very, very lucky it wasn't on the internet.
I'm very lucky that I've always had a fear of becoming a lol cow. Cause like, and I also don't think it's healthy to aspire to internet fame for almost 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, as a person who has been internet brained since younglingdom, like my brother says some things that is just like, I would never think of thinking, but even though like I'm brain rotted, but the people younger than me, but also my brother is smart. It's just like,
but another thing is every generation says that about the generation before, and that's been the case since like Aristotle. Even like there's records of the ancient Greece, the ancient Greece, criticizing the generations that came after that. Like,
on one hand,
I think that's just a cyclic thing. That's
on one hand,
every
I don't
generation
get
is like that.
or appreciate Skibbity Toilet, but I can like. I have watched the entirety of Skibbity Toilet, and it's actually like, if you sit down and think about it too hard, also known as thinking about the media that you consume, you can't think too hard about the things that you see. If you're just thinking about them, you can't think too hard.
From what I understand, it's just like a Gary's Mod shit toast, right?
It's partially that, but it's also like, if you think about it, it's a commentary on being constantly perceived. Like,
is it? I haven't watched
like
it.
I haven't either.
Like, many people have said it's like, oh, from like you are watching this from the perspective of camera people. Like it is literally like the most private thing that one can think of. The toilet versus the camera.
Oh.
True. Okay.
That's interesting.
And also has really good fight animation. It's like,
randomly good fight animation in the most zoomer brain thing ever.
Let me get this straight. So So what you're saying, what you're telling me, is that Skibbity Toilet is surprisingly geek.
Yes.
It's very introspective.
Yes. I don't have the brain power to get into that lore. I'm already investing my lore tokens into Cookie Run in Splatoon.
Yeah.
My
Cypher and Rollermate keep telling me that it's actually really
The
good.
flavor lore.
I'm like, I don't know anything about those Skibbity Toilet, and I don't intend to neither.
Skibbity, skibbity, beep, yep. Beep beep.
Oh, Mixie, did you look at those pictures?
Looking.
Sorry.
Beep.
Perceiving.
Oh my
The
gosh!
space fish.
The space creepers.
Yeah,
The
it's
space mola. The
Yeah, you,
mola baby. The mola.
you called out my Yugi-tisms. So in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a archetype called Goatee, where it's all cosmic space fish, and yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh has some of the like best like lore things I've seen. It's like, aren't there like, I've seen like the plushies, like the the ones that's really pink, and like the full it was some kind of onomatopoeia that was like, is a double blah blah blah. It was like a double noise, and they're pink and fluffy, and they're critters, and they're also like slightly, I think they're slightly like status effect based. So it's just like, yeah, Mixie, you would really like these. It's like,
You said onomatopoeia, and there's actually a archetype that's off onomatopoeia, is like ga 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 do do do, just stuff like that, like words Japanese.
it is this
Completely different thing.
It is this onomatopoeia. It's like,
Yeah, they like in Magic, they have a static storyline where everything is just the one storyline, and they can't break that lore. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a million different storylines, and
the Forgotten Realms is okay. The Forgotten Realms is mid. I said it.
Same.
It's mid.
I don't really know the Yu-Gi-Oh deep lore.
I do not know the Yu-Gi-Oh deep lore. I remember like there's a chest pastry. There's a chest pastry one. Where it's chess and also
I know
pastries.
that's special interest.
that's Madoche. Madoche is a deck of like creatures, and they're named after dishes, dessert dishes,
Yes.
and they all stand on top of like little puzzle pieces of what their dessert dish is made from.
Oh,
You see,
oh, that sounds great.
I am a little guy enjoyer. Show me a little guy, and I will start eyeing unironically.
You like the little guys.
Oh, I got you.
Do you like the Google Street View guy?
Aw, he's so cute.
Like
Like, like you pick him
like,
up, and he's just like,
real.
yes,
Yeah.
the critters, those critters,
Yeah, this is Melfi. I figured that
The
was what you
Melfi.
were talking about.
the
Yeah.
Melfi.
They're the woodland creature
Like-
deck. They're all little small woodland creatures.
And there's the big mama. There's the Mama Melfi card. It is a big one. Who's a sequel?
Like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate him. I do appreciate the Google. I do appreciate.
He's a goober.
He's a goober. I do. He is now the only thing on stream. He's all that we need for now. we are hiding him now. It's like,
Yeah, I have a thing. My tism is I get very fixated on things. So I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for longer than I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh longer then I have not been playing it in my life. And yeah, I'm super fixated. There's over 15,000 cards in the game. I have maybe like 9,000 of them memorized for literally no reason at all. And like when I get into something, I get super stuck on it. Like power scaling, comic books, just random stuff, and people always be like, why do you get so stuck on? I'm like, I don't know. It's just what I do.
I realized it's just like,
Autism.
like, but like sometimes when your brain refuses to latch onto something, it's like, come on, I want to be interested in this, please, brain. It's like, nuh-uh. Like, you can't continue to read the rest of Homestuck. You have Splatoon.
There's a term from as you put it, the Clover Club, that I really, really appreciate, which is the term weaponized autism. I love that term.
Oh my god, I am playing Cookie Run Kingdom because they had an update where you get to customize your own cookie, but of course you need to grind for accessories. But it's like, fine, you've got me playing Kingdom. You disgusting people at Devsters, you finally made me crack. I'm no longer playing the only good Cookie Run IP, Oven Break, which actually requires steel, but then you made it actual. It's like, Cookie Run Oven Break isn't making enough money. Quick, put all the cookies on a track, so you can only unlock them in order. It's like, no, I don't want Chestnut Cookie after grinding frickin' trials. I don't want Chestnut Cookie. Chestnut Cookie is a few years old now. Just let us pick the cookies we want in the chest.
Is this a cookie gotcha game?
Yes. It's like, oh yes. Kingdom
God.
used to have better, like, used to have, like, worse gotcha than Oven Break, but then they took the gotcha out of Oven Break and made it like a battle pass track, but like the battle pass track points are trial coins, where basically you get like trial candies. It's like every time you reach, like, it's not every milestone, but certain milestones, you get your little treat, so that you may, like, you're only five trial candies away.
So is this one of those Candy Crush?
No, Oven Break actually takes skill. Oven Break is better than the other mobile games because it actually requires a mild level of skill. Kingdom sucks because it's an auto runner. You can just press the button and have them go forward. It doesn't take any skill, and it heats up your phone unnecessarily, and it sucks, but I love it.
Is it kind of a RPG type game? I've never seen the game before.
It's a subcategory of mobile game where wait, do you mean Kingdom or Oven Break? We're talking about two different games.
Both of them. I've never seen either one before. I've seen you talk about Cookie Run with Remy, but I've never seen it.
Cookie Run Oven Break is good and requires skill. Cookie Run Kingdom is pretty and requires no skill, but has more Cookie Run lore. And also, actually, like, Cookie Run Kingdom is the first game where we see that cookies can have babies. It was confirmed in a comic that cookies could have babies.
What?
Yes, the cookies can have babies. It was confirmed in a comic, but Cookie Run...
Does that imply...
Yes. Yes.
So the shippers, did they go wild with it?
They didn't go wild with it because the update that it came with is the customizing your own cookie update, so everyone is just like, I can make my Blorbo!
Don't need to ship, you can just make your own.
Yeah, it's just like...
What is a Blorbo?
Blorbo is a Tumblrism for your little guy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm kind of old, Mixie. these are skibbity toilet to me.
Put your don't be shy. If your
I don't
blurbles,
know a lot of the
if you're cold,
Tumblrisms.
he's cold. Put him in the Plinko machine. Another horse in the Plinko machine. They say that teenagers scare the lady. They could care less so long as someone will bleed. You're taking your clothes and then we're I went to go put my phone on the charger.
That's a good song.
That's a good song, actually. It's a
Another
really good
horse
song.
in the
That
Plinko
is a really good
machine.
song.
Horse Plinko. Horse Plinko.
Do you
Darn it.
have the horse special interest? 'Cause there's a lot of horse girls out there. I know that.
I'm not a horse girl, but I am a horse girl.
You're not a horse girl.
I'm not a horse girl, but I am a horse girl.
The My Little Pony. Friendship is
What
magic.
did she mean by this? Oh,
My Little Pony.
yeah.
Friendship is
There's
magic.
that one too. I never got into that, but there's a lot of people who have.
Sometimes the themes are not good. It's like, you can solve self-yeetus disorder through friendship and yelling. It's like, that's not how you fix self-yeetus. Like,
I can never tell if people are looking too deeply into My Little Pony or if it was the author's intention for it to be that way.
No, there were 2 episodes where the implications were heavy. Where basically Luna, in the first one, the one I actually watched, Luna was feeling bad from turning into Nightmare Moon after her years-long banishment, which can be like, hey, being solitarily confined to the moon, not really great for your mental health.
That's the black one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The moon one. The moon.
I've seen them around. I don't know.
Yes.
them.
So basically, she creates a creature called the Tantabus
Oh my god, moon.
to torment herself. But the thing is that since she travels into dreams, it follows her into other ponies' dreams. So basically, she's inflicting this creature onto other people, and it becomes so large that it threatens to frickin' enter the waking world. And it's just like,
So, Freddy Cougar.
oh, I'm unsure. I do not watch horror. I'm going to assume that your rough equivalent is correct. But then it's just like, we love and appreciate you. We love and appreciate you. And then it stops. It's like how in Steven Universe, your dark emotions turn you into a kaiju, and then you're hugged.
Giant pink kaiju.
Giant pink emotion kaiju. You must hug the depression kaiju. You must face your depression kaiju.
You know what's
in
interesting?
combat.
You know what's interesting? Is the intro music for Steven Universe has the same chord progression as Radiohead's Creep. Like it's
Really?
it's a really
'Cause I'm hungry.
not very highly used. Yeah, it's not a very
Oh my
highly
gosh, it
used
does.
chord progression, but they're the same one.
Like I was doing like the chord, like the ukulele chords in my brain is like, I'm hungry. I'm old. It fits. It fits.
Yeah.
The
Wild.
thought process of copyright there's only so many notes you can put in a order.
There are only so
Before they
many
run
notes
out.
that I can say with my mouth.
Radiohead actually ran into that, which was that the melody for Creep was actually the same as a song that used the same progression prior that they didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
But they sued them and won in court, and so it has to be officially listed as like being co-written by the prior song. It's so dumb. But you can copyright a melody. You can't copyright a chord progression.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It gets very particular.
How long?
Yeah,
will it take before
copyright
all-
law for music is very
Repressive and slightly
very
stupid.
particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm not a
not
fan
big
of copyright
fan
law
of
in
copyright.
general. It's like
Damn, no
Yeah.
copyrights.
all of my homies hate copyright
pretty.
law.
All my homies hate copyright.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean that corporations can buy and thus own properties for infinity, even if they never use them?
Very repetitive notes.
What do you mean? What do you mean we
That
can't make a
happened
Gex
to
game? Like,
that happened to the impeach the president loop, which is a drum break that came from a song called "Impeach the President,"
Mhm.
where if you don't know, a drum break is like the section of a song where it's only the drums playing,
Mhm.
and it's very common in a number of different genres like hip hop and drum and bass.
For reference, hyperpop tends to use a thing
Yeah.
called the amen break, which is
Yeah, yeah.
Me trying to-
The
Outro.
amen break is another really commonly used break, but one of a really popular one in hip hop music is the impeach the president drum loop. Well, something that happened was there was a record label that purchased the rights to the song "Impeach the President," and now if somebody wants to use that loop in their song and like put it on official platforms and make money from it and whatnot, they jack the royalties like way up on it. So it's like, if people use it not knowing that they did that and then go to make money from it, then they just get charged completely out the butt for royalties, and it's disgusting.
Yeah,
According
that's
to
pretty
the original length of copyright law, Gex would be in the public domain, but he isn't. Give me Gex. Give me Gex. Give me all, like, for reference, most 90s video games would be in public domain or coming into public domain if public domain continued to work as intended, as being a repository of things that people know about. Because it's supposed to be a repository of pop culture that allows other artists to use symbols of pop culture.
Walt Disney is turning his grave that they lost Steamboat Willie.
Yeah. I should do something with that.
But,
I
okay,
should do something with that.
since
Everybody did when that went into public domain, but that was beautiful when everybody was like, "This is an original thing that I made," and they're legally allowed to say that.
legally.
Legally. That game came out pretty quick too, though. The Steamboat Willie horror game. I think it was like a month after.
Oh, hey, Doug.
Hello.
It was like a month after the thing went.
You
The
see,
copyright went down.
this is the other reason why we need public domain for more things. Because if if important things come into the public domain more often, people just won't make horror games of it and then do nothing else interesting with it. It's like, it's like if things like as big as ye old Steamboat Willie came in to the public domain regularly, then the public domain horror disease would not affect them.
Yeah, the only reason why people are able to do as much with the Amen break as they have is because the band just disbanded. None of the people who own the copyright are still around, and it's just effectively completely unenforced. And if somebody did own the rights and had the say so, wanted to just say, no, you can't do that, they would be absolutely in the rights to do it. And it would just completely destroy all of the genres that make very, very heavy use of that loop. And there's all sorts of other bits of music that people would like to use, but can't get clearance for it. And it's a big problem.
Imagine if amateur filmmakers were allowed to use like their Star Wars fan films as a part of their resumes. Wow. Imagine if fan art was legal. I love the fact that fan art is illegal.
And I think it's also pretty weird that you can own the likeness of a person.
Well, take that up with the estate of the person who owns their likeness.
Well, like, no, companies
to
only
be
like
fair,
the likeness
there's
of
something
people too.
kind of badass. There's something kind of badass with the concept of illegal art.
It is cool, but like...
Like Beacon, an American icon, became a producer company, forgot the life is copyright.
On one hand,
A what?
make legal art
That's...
breaking the law. But on the other hand, angry knacking, give us what we give the public what they are due. Corporations.
I do think it's copyright is a necessary evil. There it is, necessary evil, but like the way it's enforced is the main issue.
I would agree with you if the original 28 years from publication rule was still in effect. Because
I don't even think like 28 years. That's kind of long.
like
Even
I
then.
agree. Like heck, I agree with the original 20. Like the 28 years is like that's not a lifetime. That's like a quarter of someone's lifetime. So basically, it's like this is mine for a little bit. This is only mine. Only I can make money off it. But then afterwards, the public may use it.
I don't like the thought process that you can't use it. Period. Like, that's kind of stupid. I'm okay with them being like, okay, I own this for certain things. Like an entire song, somebody go in and just try to steal your entire song and be like, oh yeah, this is my song. I used your words, I used your beat, but this is my song because I sung it. That's kind of stupid. You should give them their money for that.
There's also the difference between copyright over the recording and copyright over
the song.
the written song. Because if you record your own version of the song, you're legally allowed to publish that, but there's a mechanism for mechanical copyright. Like, they can't deny you the ability to publish that, but they can demand royalties for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can put up a cease and desist though.
If you don't
If
give
you
them
have
the
it taken
money-
down, like not taken down, but like have it shut down.
I've worked on a few TV shows
They
and
can
movies,
they can
and
do
some of
that
the
with
directors
YouTube
or
because YouTube's
directors
mechanism
of
for it.
photography are hired
But-
because of their work on fan media. And it's like
The way that's happened before is that people have tried to make music with a particular sample and then later get clearance, and then clearance is denied. So then what they do is go and have some other musician re-record like a cover of that song, so then they can sample the cover and do the mechanical copyright thing, where even though they said no, you can't do that, they don't have the right to say that anymore because it's a new recording.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they you still have to pay them royalties that kick in based on mechanical royalty for the writing of the song.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't tell you that you're not able to, like, you have a right to record your own version of the song.
Mm-hmm.
So no one can, like, redact your right to cover.
Yeah. Like, you do have a right to cover it, but there's mechanical copyright that comes in and says, like, how much in royalties you have to pay.
Yeah.
So, and like, they can't demand more than what the law says either. I
Right.
forget what exactly it was,
But also, there are some creators and artists is like, I wish more artists had, like, open licenses, if that makes sense. Like, I think his name is R. Passin or something. And it's some acronym. But he posts, like, little guitar samples that you can loop, and he just has, like, okay, on his site is, like, 7, like, if you're using this in a song, if you use this in a song with lyrics, this is a 70-30 split, please credit me for my loop, and if you're using it as a song, in a song without lyrics, then it's a 60-40 split, and you still get to credit me. Like, having, like, artists should be, like, there should be, like, more, like, we can use this, you could use this, just, like, give me money, just a little bit, if you make money.
I think that's more of a know about type thing. Like, people don't know that, though. Someone would have to explain that to them for them to go out of their way to make that a thing. Which I'm pretty sure, like, most people wouldn't even think to set something like that up.
On one hand,
what do you think of AI sampling? Where instead of, like, completely generating a song from scratch, instead of entirely generating the song with AI, you generate, like, some small part of it that you use as a sample.
it's like, is it ironic as me, a flavor, to be slightly, like, it's a weird resentful feeling. It's like, you can bash your head against Beepbox. You don't need the AI. You have more ability than you believe. Forge the things that you want to create fully from your own vision. Because I have mixed thoughts on AI as general. It's like, if you're using it to write a thank you card, and that is okay. But if you're selling that thank you card, that's a no.
Yes, that's different. Like, monetary purpose, then yes.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like, how do I explain this?
My mom, like, is like, okay, I need this email to sound nicer. ChatGPT, make this email sound nicer. It's like, that's
I've seen ChatGPT say some really, really dumb things sometimes, though.
I like it when it lies. It's very funny and entertaining.
Yeah, it hasn't learned enough about the topic you're trying to
Like
get it to talk about it, so it just makes up the most randomest stuff.
one time it like sometimes it like, oh, this person worked on an XYZ show. And then it's like, okay, what would that show actually be if it was directed by XYZ? It's like, what if XYZ did make that show? What would that be like?
Mm-hmm.
It like inspires those kinds
Oh,
of
do you
thoughts.
guys remember do you remember the bottomless pit green text that was generated by GPT, like an early version of GPT? Oh, that one was so funny.
That's out of my,
It was it.
that's out of the internet.
I gotta, you know what? I gotta pull that up and do a reading. I gotta pull that up and do a reading because that was so funny.
Nikolai,
Also-
you know I am not
But-
versed
Very unversed
in the
that
text
kind
of green.
Yeah, I think
All right.
like,
All right, I got it pulled up. You ready?
Okay.
yeah.
You ready? Be me, bottomless pit supervisor, in charge of making sure the bottomless pit is, in fact, bottomless. Occasionally have to go down there and check if the bottomless pit is still bottomless. One day, I go down there and the bottomless pit is no longer bottomless. The bottom of the bottomless pit is now just a regular pit. Distress.jpg.
It's just
Ask my boss what to do. He says, just make it bottomless again. I say, how? She says, I don't know, you're the supervisor. Rage.jpg. Quit my job. Become a regular pit supervisor. First day on the job, go to the new hole. It's bottomless.
The bottom. It's like when your pit is no longer bottomless. SMH.
Yeah, that was generated by AI, and it's so good. It was generated by GPT-3.
It's like
Yeah.
it's a bottomless pit. It is not filled with bottoms. There is now a bottom in the pit.
There's a
Get
bottom in
him
it.
out. Distress. There's
I am
now a
not bad.
bottom in the pit. He is in mild distress. You send down some food. He is satiated.
Mixie, as the zoomer in the call, would you like to read something for me?
Is it a refrigerator or is your maintenance manual?
No. Let me see if I can. Where is this?
How much brain rot is it?
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. What? It's okay. It's perfectly fine.
Me. It's like,
It's
it's not
perfectly
that
fine.
bad.
It's not that bad.
What is it gonna be?
There we go. There you go. Just do you mind reading
Oh
that for me?
dear. Oh no.
Do you mind reading that for me?
Oh
Mixie?
no.
This is technically Generation Alpha.
Why?
This is technically Generation Alpha. I'm not that young.
Could you read that for me, Mixie?
This causes me physical pain to look at this.
I had Doggy War read it on
Why?
screen earlier. He almost died.
Why?
Skippity Gat Riz only on
I
Ohio.
need to read
Duke
it?
Dennis, did you pray today? Livy Dune, Risen Up, Baby Gronk, Sussy Imposters, Piggy Glitch in real life. Sigma Alpha Omega Male Grindsand, Andrew Tafe, Beep Cave, Freddy Fazbear, Colleen Badger, Smurf Cat versus Strawberry Elephant, Blood Dog Schmog, Our Wolf Speed, A Whole Lot of Turbulence, Alchemist, Bro really thinks he's Cardi, literally hitting the gritty on the Octway, Kai, Seance, Phantom Tax, Garden of Bonbon, no beeping in class, no, not the mosquito again, Bussin' Axel and in Harlem. Whoop, whopper, 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 whopper. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Goofy, Jordan. Aiden, Rawson City, Monday left me. And Huggy Wuggy, Nanny will be light skinned stare. Biggest Bird, Omar, the referee, Amolgus, Uncanny Wholesome, Reddit Chungus, Keanu Reeves, Pizza Tower, Zesty Puggers, Kumala, Save Zesta, Quanendale, Dingle, Glizzy Rose Toy. That was Censor. Anka Zone, Thug Shaker, Morbin Time, DJ Khaled, Sisyphus, Ocean Gate, Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Wizard Money Gang.
Ayo, the pizza is beep beep waxing, T-pose, Uganda Knuckles, Family Guy, funny moment complication with Subway Surfers gameplay at the bottom, Nicolita 03 ratio, woo, Delulu Opium Bird, CG5 mewing, Fortnite Battle Pass, all my fellas, GTA 6 Backrooms, Giga Chad, Bass Cringe, Kino, Red Pilled, No Beep, November, Poke Beep, November, Wojak, literally 1984, beep beep, effin' chat, I love lean look smashing, gassy, incredible Theodore, John Cassie, social credit, Bing, chillin', Xbox Live, Mr. Beast, kid named Finger, Better Call Saul, I am a surgeon, in an acrylian hit or miss, I guess they never miss, huh? I like it good, G. Ice Spice, we go Gim, Kevin James, John Hutcherson, edit, Coffin of Andy and Lyle, metal pipe falling.
Can you explain to me what that means?
Okay.
Good lord.
Starting at the beginning with Skibbity,
Good
with
lord.
Yeon Skibbity. Skibbity is a reference to this. I believe I don't know what the name. It's a scat song. Yet, I believe it's an inappropriate. I think it's either an inappropriate reference for female genitalia or a firearm. Riz. I believe this comes from putting on the Ritz, also known as flirting. Only in Ohio. I don't know where that came from. Duke Dennis. Huh? I don't know where that comes from. Did you pray today? I don't know. Livy Dune, risen up baby Gronk. I don't know who that person is.
The fact that I know enough to
Flirting
know
with
that
baby
you're wrong
Gronk.
is painful.
Some of these I know. A lot of them I have no clue what they are.
Baby Gronk, which is the small version of the tree.
I already know, and I don't want to know.
Sussy Imposter, implications from Among Us. Pibby Glitch in real life, I have no clue what that is. Sigma, Alpha, Omega, Male Grind set. I don't know where the Sigma male came from. I think it's just a play on we have Alpha, we have Omega, we have Beta. What is evolve with Sigma male? I don't know why there is no Delta male.
I know about that one.
What is a Delta? Is there a
Sigma
Delta
male was you're submissive, right? It's like the
Beta.
submissive.
It's Drive Forever. No, Sigma male is like the Drive Forever memes.
Oh.
Like that song, Drive Forever.
I don't know them in their original context. I only know them in their ABO context. Which is another thing. Which is another thing.
Another thing on top of another thing. Going down the rabbit hole.
ABO is a system of fan fiction where basically they're basically secondary genders. That is all I'm going to say. And
I happen to know about this.
It might be a Ryan Gosling
because
thing.
somebody told me this, and I did not want to know.
Basically, how do you have parenthood fix when all of the couples are gay? Give them a second gender that can get pregnant.
If you're curious about this, don't look it up. You will not be better off knowing this.
You were better off not knowing. just.
It's like someone tried to copy. Someone
Don't
tried
worry
to
about
take.
that one.
It's like For reference, someone who was writing straight ABO fanfiction sued other people writing straight ABO fiction saying that it was hers because everyone else writes gay ABO fiction.
Skellington says, isn't it Ryan Gosling from the movie Drive for Sigma Male? That would count as an example. Probably. Yeah.
Andrew Tate, I believe he is in prison. Beep cave, I'm not going to say that. Freddy Fazbear.
Is he still in prison? I thought he was let out.
I'm unsure.
I'm not sure neither.
Colleen Ballinger, the person who used to be Miranda Sings, apologized for harming minors with a ukulele song because her lawyer said that she couldn't say anything.
Her.
The toxic
Wait, that's where that came
gossip
from?
train, standing on the tracks of misinformation. The toxic gossip train.
That's pretty bad. I didn't know
No.
what he did. I just knew that.
No, because she
There
was
was a
Miranda
ukulele involved.
Sings. Colleen Ballinger was Miranda Sings, and Miranda Sings said some questionable things and did questionable things. And also, like, the character of Miranda Sings is actually extremely kind of weird, because, like, my uncle does that. It's like, oh, you are implying that this adult but yet impaired character is being harmed that way by her uncle. Okay, that is a joke. Okay. Smurf Cat. It's a little guy.
It's just a little guy.
I think it's an AI generated little guy, but it's a little guy. Allow me to show you the image of the little guy. That is Smurf Cat. That is all the reference you get. It's like Smurf Cat. That.
Oh, okay.
Strawberry Elephant. I don't know. Blood Dog. Schmog.
Where am I looking?
No, I
It
put
was
it
on
on
the-
screen.
on the screen.
I put it on screen for a moment.
Oh, I'm not caught up. Legal back.
Strawberry Elephant. I have never heard of Strawberry Elephant. I do remember the Strawberry Cow meme. It's like, look at you, Strawberry Cow. That's so wow. I love it when you move my name. And so people on TikTok, there's a parody of Strawberry Blonde with Strawberry Cow. You make me go wow. I love it when you move my name. So people drew a lot of strawberry cows and strawberry cow based merchandise became popular. But I do not know what Strawberry Elephant is. Blood Dog Schmlog. I don't know.
Strawberry cow versus Polish cow.
Que no me lo con el mango, eres lo, eres tan, arena cotonera, one de sina, en el danzi se de, danzi de san, arena futore, con arena cotimaco, eres lo, eres san, arena coton. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Mixie, I love how you started this conversation with.
That was like spot on.
You said
That was
this
like
is
spot
Gen
on.
Alpha. I'm not Gen Alpha. I'm not that young, and then know like more than half of them.
I'm not even Gen Z. I'm like on the tail end of millennials.
Yeah,
I am solid.
early millennium. I'm actually the start of millennium.
My brother is Gen Alpha, and sometimes he calls a hot dog a glizzy, and I cringe a little bit. Just call them a hot dog, and no, troglodyte, stop, you're emulating something, you're emulating something crude. No, youngling, stop.
Glizzy over and try him.
It's like, brother, no.
That's actually really funny.
Brother, no. I show speed. I don't know what that is. A whole bunch of turbulence. I don't know what meme
Is
that
that a
references.
stream?
I don't know
I
what
think-
that references. But
think I
turbulence
showed
is a
Steve as a
phenomena
streamer.
where plane go shake. Able to come. I don't know. Bro really thinks he's Cardi. It's like, I think it is. I have seen the boy really thinks, or like the two little guys who are like, it is a descendant of the Wojak style of black and white little guy in distress. I'm unsure what they are properly called, but it is one of the black and white guys in mild distress. One
Thought
week.
that was a Cardi B reference.
And yes, a reference to rapper Cardi B.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you fucking no. Yeah, you messing with some no big Weird Al put like WAP in his latest polka.
Have not listened to Cardi B like yet. I
want you to
don't know
park
this
that
person.
big Mac truck
That's fine.
right in
I
this
don't
little
listen to
garage.
Cardi B either.
Yeah, you messing with some.
She's too ratchet for me.
No, because Weird Al doesn't curse, so he's like, yeah, you messing with some. It's like a drop of water, a donkey, and then a cat.
That would actually be how you would hear it on the radio.
Everything you got for this. Talking wah. It's a wow. That was stuck in my head.
Radio censorship, pretty weird. I'm dying.
Literally hitting the gritty. I believe the gritty is a dance move.
Yes,
I'm
something
unsure.
something about being, yeah, it's something about man on man activity from what I've heard.
I thought it was just a groove.
I thought it was just a dance.
It is, but like I keep hearing it being something about in jail man on man activity from
Also,
the side.
soy jacks do go into the little black and
Is
white
that-
guys
oh.
in distress.
That would make sense.
Any Wojak and Wojak derivatives are a part of the larger category of black and white guy in distress. Troll
I've heard of
faces are
soy
also
jack. I don't
included.
know what it is specifically. Yeah.
Well, I believe it is traced from like the
meme
meatless
that
image.
originated from 4chan,
Like
but
most
it's
memes.
kind of spiraled out. Yeah.
Okiwakai.
Yeah, there's a lot that comes from there.
Okiwakai Senan. I'm just gonna say the things that I don't understand and then stop when I know something. Phantom Tax. Garden of Banban is a mascot horror game. I think it has like 6 parts right now. It's pretty mediocre. No, that one is inappropriate. Not the mosquito again. I don't know that meme, but I don't know anyone who is into mosquitoes. Bussin'.
They do be
An
busted down.
adjective? It's an adjective. An adjective for
bussin'.
what? I am unsure. But it is an adjective.
He's buzzing.
So
It is
bussin'
an
is
adjective.
bussin'. This is what I know. Bussin' is like. Okay, I don't know how to explain it. But I do know it. I think it's like. Yeah, I can't. I don't even know how to explain bussin'. It's one of those.
I don't know
words.
either.
Axel
just-
in
It's just
Harlem.
buzzing.
I don't know what Axel in Harlem. Whopper, Junior, double, triple, Whopper,
commercials.
with purple toppers. I was like, BK.
I
Have it
hate
your
it when
way.
commercials become memes because it's like the marketing is working.
Yeah, the marketing is working, but it's just like,
I don't like
Say bussin'.
I don't like advertising. I don't like it.
Yeah, bussin'
Yes.
is like a good thing. Like you would be like, that's hot. Or that's really
that'd be
cool
bussin'.
type kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that's
It is-
bussin'. Yeah.
bussin' is positive adjective.
Yeah.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, try some more. 5, 6, Nike kicks. That's all I know. Aiden Ross. Don't know. Sin City. Huh. Monday left me broken.
I don't know either, Ross.
I think we have all experienced. Monday left me broken. I think
True.
we have all experienced.
Yeah.
It's
True. True.
I think we have all experienced that.
I didn't know that was a meme, but that's
Quirked
true.
up white boy,
Yeah.
busting it down sexual style,
Hey,
goated with the
that's me.
sauce.
Gundam style.
That is.
I know goated with the sauce. It, once
Like,
again,
it's
not
a-
something you can really explain in words.
It's quirked up white boy, busting it down
Sauce is
sexual
like
style,
source.
goated with the sauce.
And goated is greatest of all time.
Mhm.
I believe this is a reference to a meme. I don't know where it started. It's like, John Pork. I don't know who that is. The Grimace Shake, a limited time milkshake made
I
for
remember that.
for Grimace's birthday. People then made it a meme to say that the Grimace Shake was in some way deadly. I believe in actuality, it was some sort of mixed berry flavor. No one would tell you.
It was very
Kiki,
big in the
do you
VTuber
love
culture.
me? A reference to a Drake song, Huggy Wuggy, another mascot horror game from Poppy's Playtime. He is actually not the main character, the main like toy animatronic / mascot. However, he is the primary mascot that people think when you think of Poppy's Playtime. He is a big guy. He's a big puppet guy with blue fur, and he is rather cute. You can high-five him at the beginning of the first game. That is all I know. Nathaniel B, don't know. Light skin stare. I don't know. I'm not light skin. I don't know. I'm not light skin.
I don't know how to explain
I'm
that
white
one.
as fuck.
I know of it. I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know how. It's like
I don't know that meme.
it's a black people meme.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
unsure
black
how to
people meme.
explain it.
Right.
It's like
don't know how to explain it.
black people meme. Are you light skinned dead man?
No, I'm brown.
It's like, are you light skinned? Do you pass the paper?
I am white as fuck.
It's like, Omar the referee, I don't know, a bogus, the onomatopoeia way, a kind of combination of Among Us is a bogus. I also believe that I call the little creatures in, like the little bean creatures in Among Us, aboguses. I believe that is their species name. Sometimes I hear them referred to as the Among Uses or the Amogai. I find it a very cool species name. Uncanny. What most
Aren't
neurotypical
they astronauts?
they're little astronauts, but I think they're a different species.
Yeah.
Like they're canonically like 2 feet tall. I mean 3 feet tall.
Yeah, and then you can see when they open their mouths.
Yeah, like
they're not.
I think the imposters are a different species than the primary Amogai. I think they are a subspecies.
Ah,
Mm.
kind of like Kerbals.
Maybe. They're kind of meeple-ish. Uncanny.
I like the Kerbals.
The uncanny valley is a phenomena where something is a little too human, where it becomes kind of weird. Also, it has been seen.
Oh, I know the Mr. Incredible meme. I know that one, yeah.
Is that the one with his face and then it gets distorted?
But the uncanny. Actually,
Yeah.
did you know that even without knowing
Also,
that
that
someone
song
is
comes from
autistic,
Kerbal Space
that
Program.
non-autistic people can clock autistic people because of their uncanny nature. Like they can't describe what it is. It's just uncanny and unusual.
You can just point them out. Yeah.
So anything that
Oh, yeah.
anything that seems human but isn't.
I can tell.
Wholesome. Me. Reddit. The the site of which I am reading this copy pasta from. Chungus.
Oh, it's wholesome Reddit. Wholesome Reddit Chungus, yeah.
Chungus.
That's a
Chungus
very
is
Reddit
a reference to Big Chungus, which I believe was popularized by Jim Sterling. I think she did that.
Yeah, wholesome Reddit Chungus Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Keanu Reeves,
that's a very Reddit
an
thing.
actor who is really popular. Pizza Tower, an indie game that is really popular.
Really popular in Reddit.
Zesty, an adjective. Poggers, a thing that I actually say in sentences to my mom to the point where my mom now uses the word I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Pog?
Poggy-woggies.
I say pog in regular conversation.
Poggy Woggy.
I do not say
I
poggy woggies,
not.
I say pog. It's like, oh,
I do not say that.
a pog? It's like, pog? It's like, pog is a good thing. It's like, yes.
That's...
Kumara, I don't know what that is. Saves the, Quindale, Dingle. Dingle. I have no clue what it is, but it feels good in my mouth. Glizzy, a word for hot dog. Rose toy, something that I can't talk about.
Yeah, we can.
Another thing I can't talk about. Thug
Okay, I don't know what
Shaker,
it is.
a reference to a Discord channel called Thug Shaker General. In this, confidential government documents were shared. News anchors needed to say Thug Shaker General.
Oh, I remember that. But
Wait,
the meme
what?
was from before that though, because that was a thing with what's it, the Neko arc. Like that was a reading that somebody did with the Neko arc AI. Like show me the Thug Shaker. Like that was the thing that led to them calling their Discord channel the Thug Shaker, which was where the government.
I only know Thug Shaker from the time where government documents were leaked. Morbin Time, a reference to the successful movie Morbius.
Air quote.
DJ Khaled, a DJ.
Another one.
Morbid Tom, funny thing.
Another one.
A YouTuber came up with that phrase. He went and watched the movie and tweeted about it, and it literally
I can't
blew
believe
up
Morbius said
everybody.
it's morbing time and then morbed all over the place.
Yeah, he made that original tweet.
Sisyphus, a man I relate to more and more every day. Ocean Gate.
Oh, Sisyphus! I can actually say more about Sisyphus. The story of Sisyphus is actually a tale about tyranny, because Sisyphus was punished by the gods for being a tyrant, and pushing the boulder up the hill is actually a metaphor for attempting to control the population, which doesn't support you, because you can push it in the way that you want to go, but it's always gonna try and get away from you.
Mm.
And so it's kind of like a moral, like what's the term? A fable about tyranny. Yeah.
It is also how I describe my depression. Sisyphus. It's also how I describe my depression.
It's also a game.
Ocean Gate. One time, a few rich people went into the ocean in a shoddy submersible controlled by a Logitech controller. They died.
Which I will defend that.
They died feeling no pain.
The controller was the one part that made sense. Like, they use controllers for like military, like bomb diffusing robots. Like, it actually makes sense because a controller is like one of the most standardized ways to get inputs into a computer.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
So, like, controlling a submarine with a controller actually does make sense.
I believe
part
it was
that
more
doesn't
the
make
fact that it
sense
was a
is-
Logitech controller,
Yeah, I
which
was
is
about
known
to
for
say it was
being
a
a budget
Logitech.
controller.
Right.
I mean, I have the same controller, and it's fine. The
I
problem
accidentally
with the
rolled
Ocean
over
Gate
the
is that they
USB
didn't
port of mine, so I can't use it
They
anymore.
didn't build. They didn't build a submarine for the pressures that they were diving to, and it imploded.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Well, they said that
that's
it
the
had
big
drift,
deal.
and it drifted away from where it was supposed to be going to, is what they said. The
Another
controller had
rich
Yeah,
person
that's
does want to
another
go underwater in a
like,
submersible sometime
gonna-
soon.
That's another thing. Is if you're gonna write code that accepts input from a Logitech controller, you need a dead zone on it because it does have drift. Like that's just a common thing. But like, you just program around that. You just put a dead zone on it. Like there's
It's sussy,
an area around the center of the stick where it just reads it as 0. Like that's a really, really easy thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not the controller's fault. It's like their engineering that's at fault. You know, like you could.
We
you
were
could,
also in a
theory,
shoddy submersible.
do a perfectly
Yes.
fine submersible. Yeah, you could
There
in
was a
theory do a
submersible.
perfectly fine sub controlled with a Logitech controller. They just didn't because they weren't very good at
Damn
engineering.
Boyd. Next
They went
time,
to
I'll
play
Home
it safe.
Depot and
Use
put
an
together a
Xbox
sub.
controller for God's sake.
No, Logitech controller is fine. I use it myself. It's a decent controller. It's fine. I will defend the controlling.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
We love casting spells.
We love casting spells.
This message was brought to you by the Shadow Government. I do count the
Legalize
Shadow.
nuclear bombs.
I do count the Shadow Wizard Money Men, as little guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're just little guys with good drip.
Good drip.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just have
There
quality.
was a game
Yeah.
that some developers they had a Kickstarter for it, and I think it actually succeeded, and they ended up producing it. That they were writing a game in 6502 assembly for the original NES, and it was a game that had little wizards, kind of like that, but they were like really, really small. I forget the name of the game, but it was the characters looked almost exactly like the Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Yeah.
The Shadow Wizard Money Men. I love the Shadow Wizard Money Men. They love casting spells.
We love casting spells.
Ayo Pizza's here. I think that one is self-explanatory. Plur. I don't know what that is. My brain thought it was plur, which is like peace, love, unity, respect, which is a thing that is said in the rave communities, especially with Candy Kids, spelled with a K, which is the name for the single pony bead bracelets that they have and trade. But I do not know what pla is.
Oh no!
Nair rump hole.
Oh no! The next 3 ones.
That's
a thing.
There's a video on YouTube that you should only watch if you are 18 and above that is allowed to be on YouTube despite showing a man's entire butthole within the first few seconds because it is technically educational.
Also, if you're above 18, you still probably shouldn't watch it.
Probably still shouldn't watch it.
Unless you want a tutorial on how to remove hair from your butthole area.
That was a time on the internet.
I think it's still on YouTube because it counts as education.
It is.
But yeah, so basically it's like, how is this still on YouTube? It's like, because it's technically educational. It's like, this is what my butthole looks like before. T-pose, a reference to the default pose that most 3D models are set in, because you need to be able to move them.
To assert dominance.
and you also
You T-pose
T-posed.
to assert dominance.
One time when I was still in high school, we T-posed on a little wall. And there were like 5 of us, all of like T-posing, and like there is a window like to the outside area of the cafeteria, and we just stood there staring into the cafeteria, T-posing. It was rather funny.
I want to use
Assert dominance.
I want to use my Zeroid T-posing for a thumbnail at some point, because that would be just peak, I think.
Gogo Loco actually has, like, default Gogo Loco actually has a spinning T-pose button. It's just like, wee. And you can control the speed of the spin. So sometimes it's just like, you upset me. T-pose spins. T-pose spins away. Wee.
There's a emote in Fortnite. It's a T-pose, but it's not like stuck as a T-pose. Like you can see the model kind of twitch because they're not actually T-posing.
It's not actually a T-pose. It is emulating a real person T-posing.
Right.
Ugandan Knuckles, a little guy that was very popular as a meme avatar on VR chat.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
It's like, do you know?
Do you know the way?
My brothers. Dewey.
I think there are different meme avatars. Some of my friends' favorite, like, but sometimes, like, my friends don't really use meme avatars, but usually, like, there's a worm on a string that is like a puppet that is attached to where the hand is supposed to be. So sometimes my friends are worms on strings.
Hey, here's a question. Do I need VR to do VR chat?
No, you don't. And I will be happy to show you around one day. It's like, and here is the black cat. This is where the children yell the racial slurs.
Don't go here while you're streaming.
What?
It's like, yes. You go here while you're streaming, points at the black cat. Nothing bad will happen. One time, a very large Thomas the Train engine avatar, who was clearly being controlled by a child, was like clipped into the walls and started yelling the N-word. And someone went into the wall after him so that they could click on him so that we could vote kick him. It's like, I'm going in, boys. It's like, good luck, brave warrior. It's like clipping into the wall so that we
had to sacrifice himself
into the wall
to save the server.
Family Guy Funny Moments compilation with Subway Surfer gameplay at the bottom. You see, sometimes there are people that exist.
The YouTube Shorts meta.
Yes, it is a commentary on the YouTube Shorts meta, but also
I think this is literally just.
It's either that or AI reading Ask Reddit threads set over top of
Minecraft parkour.
footage.
Is that not the same thing as what
Which
this is that you have on the
I
screen?
have that Minecraft parkour map downloaded, and I really enjoy doing that. Like, I really like doing Minecraft parkour. That's actually one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft.
Yeah, this dancing fruit is that same thing, isn't it?
The dancing fruit is a different thing.
The spiral.
I believe the dancing, like, someone was like someone's partner was having a very bad high. So they turned on the baby sensory music videos, and then it became a sensation. It's like, hey, if you're inebriated, this slaps. I say it slaps even if you are not inebriated. I've gotten distracted multiple times by the dancing avocados. In same spirit as just
I like to dance to the music.
Yeah. Like,
Hey, the DVD logo bouncing off the corner of the screen. That was peak.
But sometimes there are people that exist like me who need to listen to things constantly. And preferably have multiple things playing, so the thoughts stop. Because some people think too hard about existential crisis that they fill their brains up with noise. Unironically, I watched a
What you
movie.
need?
I watched a movie
Makes it
on
horror. You're not that
TikTok
young.
in parts. It actually helped me watch
See what
the
you
movie.
actually need?
Like,
You need an answer, like an intellectual answer for the existential crisis, so then you can think without having the fears set in.
or who?
What?
Well, the existential crisis is current events, so we're going to avoid that. However, sometimes life becomes so absurd that you must fill the space with nautical nonsense, if you will.
Mixie, you're old enough to know what a red box is, right?
The little cubes where they get the CDs and DVD, where the movies come from.
Okay, yes. Mixie for talking about what's a DVD, and I'm like, you're not that young. So I have to make sure.
I actually am an advocate for. I have a DVD player somewhere in my room.
You
Where
know
is it?
what
Where's
a
my
DVD
player?
is.
Where's my DVD player? I actually burned. I
Shut
burned DVDs. Bees.
the fuck up, Mixin Horror. You know what a DVD is.
Shush, dog. You're old. We all know you're old. Old.
Yes, I'm old.
If you're drunk or high, baby, these videos must really slap. As a person who has gotten inebriated and then watched the baby sensory videos, oh yeah, they really do slap. They slap
do be
even if
slapping.
you're not inebriated.
They do be what the kids say, busted.
They do be busted. As the children. Like Blu-ray. I never had a Blu-ray system.
I had
I never did either.
Xbox One and PlayStation 4 has Blu-ray.
Oh. Do PS5s have, like, my...
You know what's dumb?
I asked that question even though we have a discless PS5.
I don't think they have Blu-ray on that
The
anymore. since
GameCube's
it fell out.
discs were actually mini DVDs,
Mhm.
and it was like the same format as DVDs, but it couldn't play DVDs.
Yes, the
Like,
the
yeah, 'cause
disc
they
tray
were
was
burned
too tall
differently.
for it. Like most game casts couldn't play DVDs, but you could on some.
Continuing
They didn't have the IP for it, I guess.
Mhm.
to Nicken 30,
The PlayStation
I don't know
did.
what that is. Ratio. The phenomena of where a reply to usually a tweet or a post, now that Elon Musk decided, we're gonna take the most the most defined branding and turn it generic.
I had some really good ratios before I got banned.
Yeah, plus ratio.
A ratio is a phenomena where a reply to usually a tweet gets more likes than the original tweet.
Mm.
I was real good at ratioing people. Like, I was fucking god tier at the Twitter PvP before I got banned.
Ooh woo. Ooh woo is an onomatopoeic thing that also looks like a little smiley face. It is commonly used in both in cutesy anime spaces and in the furry fandom because it looks slightly like a cat
Yeah, it's
mouth.
like overlap.
The ooh woo. It is used in many cutesy communities.
Oh well.
Ooh woo is more passive, while the more
Oh,
active
well.
oh whoa. I have never been banned from a
whoa.
platform. I have never been banned from a platform. I am that unoffensive. Let's go.
I haven't either.
I've been
I'm
banned.
offensive.
Twitter,
I've never been banned before.
Reddit. I need to think of others. I know I've been banned from others.
Have you been banned from Discord?
Delulu.
No, not yet.
shortening
Surprisingly,
of
I've had
delusion.
friends who've been banned from Discord.
I've had friends who were banned from Discord for botting. RFCK Endless 4 is an MMORPG entirely playable in your Discord browser.
I've had friends who were just like incidentally in a server that got wiped out for probably
the
correct
gnome.
reasons, but they just happened to be there and they got taken out as collateral.
Yes. Delulu, a shortening and cutification of the word delusional. Often said slightly ironically, it's like, I'm going into my Delulu era, implying that being delusional is better than existing right now. Opium bird. I know opium is a drug derived from poppies, and I know what a bird is.
Opiates are bad.
Yes.
Opiates are bad.
Don't do opiates if you can.
If you're in chat, stay away from that. That
Don't
will
do drugs,
fuck
chat.
you up.
CG5, which
Do
I think
do
is like,
not do opiates.
for some reason CG5 is a CG5 is a musical artist. He is known for making a lot of songs that were featured in animation memes. He also made the Egg Dog song. Yo, yuck, how are you feeling so cool? You're about to learn how to be an egg dog. We are teacher. We are
I've never heard that song before.
To be eggy. The Egg Dog
Chat, right? So.
runs to do it. Nah. But CG5 mewing, I don't know what that is. Fortnite Battle Pass.
I know what that is.
What is
Hey,
mewing?
It's pretty cringe.
It is
Mewing?
It's
Okay,
it's when people push their tongue into the roof of their mouth like a lot, like as a habit over time, purposefully, for the reason that they want to change their facial structure.
Oh.
Because I guess it's more attractive or something.
Yes, the innards of my mouth.
Kinda dumb.
So that when people are falling down my gaping maw, they may appreciate the construction of the innards of my face. I shouldn't be making those kinds of jokes. Moving on.
It's really, really dumb.
Fortnite Battle Pass. Fortnite is a popular battle royale style game where approximately 100 players enter an arena, an increasingly shrinking arena to be the last one standing, either by themselves with a partner or in small groups called quads. This is inspired by a Japanese movie of the same name. A battle pass is a system commonly used in mobile games to encourage playing over time. Usually, there are quest-based rewards, like go to this place, do this thing, that get you battle pass points. This pass, which usually has both a free and paid track, grants rewards. The paid track offers more rewards than the free one because you must spend money on this mobile game. Because this mobile game is not a game first.
I love
it is
when
a
my
marketplace
games
first.
punish me for not playing them over a period of time.
I love the way that games target the neurodivergent and easily addicted. I love it. I love it that a lot of mobile games only make a majority of their money from approximately 10% of their player base. Making millions of dollars based off 10% of people who actually play your game is good. It's great, actually. Fantastic, and should never be questioned. All my fellas. All my fellas. All my fellas.
Did you see Remy cover that?
I didn't know.
Who did what?
Remy.
Oh,
Remy!
I also have something for you to read, Nicola.
All my fellas.
Once she gets
You have
done.
something for me to read.
All my
Yes.
fellas.
Okay.
All my fellas. It's really groovy. GTA 6, not out yet. Said to be set in the 6th installment, the yet unreleased least 6th installment of the Grand Theft Auto series. I think it's in Florida. That's all I know. people have made it a meme to say, oh, this thing before GTA 6, because GTA 6, I believe, has been in development hell for a bit now.
Yeah. For a little minute.
Yeah. The back rooms.
Yeah.
A liminal space that was
No clip into the
photographed
back.
of a slightly nostalgic looking yellow room that seems to go on forever. It feels it is a
It
part
was
of
a
the liminal
center furniture store that had water damage.
Is the back room the SCP?
And we played a game based on
Back rooms is not a proper
It's
SCP.
not an SCP, but it would fit
An
into
SCP
that.
like an
We're
SCP
not
like
looking.
site with the different layers of the back rooms has been created.
Mm,
Lots of
okay.
people complain that takes the whimsy out of the back rooms. I say, let
Yeah.
the kids have fun.
I agree.
I say, let the kids have fun. SCP actually has standards
I
for
mean,
writing.
sure, but
Mm-hmm.
So letting there be a less highly curated space where young people can be creative and like develop things communally. I think communal fiction is good. I like both interpretations of both the layered and the non-layered back rooms.
I like just the ambiguity, the liminal spaces without any
Yeah.
extra explanation about what's going on, or like the super specific lore of whatever is lurking in the dark. Like, it's just the eeriness of the space without knowing much about it.
My
You know?
favorite liminal space is the hotel hallway. That is my favorite liminal space.
Mm.
From The Shiny?
No,
I like that
the hotel
the pools
like,
game because
actual
there's
like
not
real
any
hotels
actual monsters
in
in it.
hallways.
It's just like it's just like spooky, but there isn't really anything actually coming to like when we played that Backrooms game. Something that bothered me was that there was always the time limit of the sanity meter, and you couldn't just sit there and like take in the environment around you, which is exactly what I want to get out of a liminal space. Like, I just want to like appreciate the architecture.
My
and
favorite online
the
liminal space
environment.
are slightly abandoned malls, and the pool rooms.
Yeah.
I like the pool rooms. I would
Yeah.
love to, like, especially the ones with the lights and the pillars.
Especially
I
when
would
they're
love,
dark.
like, I like the
I like the pools that go like back where they're dark and there's no lighting back there.
I would just love, like, I like the ones with like the tiling, like that looks like a grandiose hall almost, but it's just like, oh, like
Yeah.
instead of the stairs, it's just like a pool. It's like you can always see the bottom and you can float around, and it's just like you can put your phone on the side and then you can listen to music and have this like resonate. I really want to exist in one of those spaces. It's like you can listen to music
It's
and
like
have
halfway
the
to an
resonate.
MC Escher painting.
Yeah. But the back rooms is a liminal space. Giga Chad. A thing. I don't know
Face
why.
of a guy with a really strong chin.
Yeah.
Based, positive, cringe, a thing and a concept that you must kill in your heart in order to be free. Kino. I don't know what that one
I
actually
think
means.
there's more to it than just positive, because I think because there's a lot of times when it's used kind of ironically when somebody says something completely out of pocket and it's like, wow, that was really based, you know.
I've only ever heard it used in unironic contexts. This?
And like I consider it like I've seen it like, oh, beating women?
I thought
Based?
curl was
And
black.
it's like, what the? And it's like, what the? Like, there's that where
Some
it's
people
like
think-
something that'll make you go like, what the fuck? And it's like,
When
Yeah,
people say
and-
stuff like that, I put base and then put a question mark. Like, am I supposed to say base here?
yeah. And like, I take it to mean, standing by your beliefs even when the rest of the world is against you. Is what I kind of take it to mean, but it's kind of a difficult word to nail down.
It is a very
precise
difficult word.
It's balls the hammer base. Ayo, might smash this man's balls. Oh, Kino is. I thought Kino meant like cute,
I thought Kino was another on like synonym for good.
I know it is a Japanese word. I just figured it just meant like kind of cutesy or something to that effect.
Red pilled. I don't know the pills. I believe
that
it is
one comes from
wake.
the Matrix.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
red
it's,
pill
like,
is the
to
one
be
where you
awoke.
take it.
Yeah,
Yeah, to be woke. Yeah.
to be awoken, if you will.
Yeah.
No, not November. A phenomena where people try not to arrive during the month
probably.
of November.
Okay.
Not trying to arrive, not trying to show up, or edging, as they say.
Either it can be complete abstinence or edging. There's the fun version and the cringe version. It's like Poke Nut November. I don't know, man. I've never heard of that one. Wojak.
What?
Um,
Oh yeah, Wojak, the
another
classic meat.
another
Classic.
category in the black and white guy in various levels of distress, commonly used as base meme fodder. My favorite Wojak derivative is the NPC Wojak. His face is very plain.
Wojak and Pepe are like the classics. Yeah.
Whoa.
You're either a fraud poster or a Wojak poster.
You see, I post obscure anime memes. I am different.
I'm different.
Literally 1984. A
Yeah,
reference...
or the smug anime girl from like an anime scream camp. Yeah.
Huh. I use the background images and slightly undetailed images of anime people in distress.
Literally 1984, like
Wojak isn't always in distress though.
No, like it.
Like Wojak has a broad range of emotion. I have to go back.
I think little black and white guy in distress is like not. It's just like the category. Like the little guy does not need to be in distress, but most of the time they're in some form of distress. They are not always in distress. Literally 1984. A reference to the novel 1984. Basically alluding to the tyrannical nature of something. Usually ironically. Like your roommate took the food that you were specifically saving for later. Literally 1984. Predominantly used ironically, but sometimes used unironically in political senses.
It's when you literally 1984 is when you get banned from Twitter.
Literally 1984. Foot fetish. It is what it says on the tin. F in the chat. I don't know where the F came from, but chat is actually like chat is actually a good like the chat phenomena.
Oh,
is
I
actually
know that one. I forget which Call of Duty game it was, but there was one of them where you were at a funeral and there was
press F to pay respects.
Yeah, press F to pay respects. So that's where F comes from. Is F's in chat to pay respects.
Okay. But chat is actually the first phenomena of a fourth person pronoun. It's like the only example of a fourth. We have invented the common usage of a fourth person pronoun.
I didn't know that.
I love lean. Lean is a beverage that is a combination of prescription cough syrup and usually Sprite. Some other sodas are used.
Codeine.
Yes.
Now known in the VTuber community thanks to
It's like
corporate VTuber and her misconception.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
Also
Drugs are bad,
made
okay?
famous by said rapper Lil Wayne, who kept a plastic cup and don't ask him what was in his cup because that's his cup.
If you ask me what is in my cup, it is
couple of other
usually tea.
rappers too, right?
Yeah, like he was known for it. That was what put him in the hospital a few times. But like it's a common rapper thing to talk about lean.
This is also like
Not
a lot
good.
of drugs. A lot like the popular drugs of the era tend to be like relaxants, like Xanax. It's like it is very. It's very weird. It's like one time I was in the mental ward, and it was just like one of the kids was like yelling, "Where's my Xanax?
Where's my Xanny?"
No, he was literally like, "Where's my Xanax?" It's like, you already took your Xanax today. It's like, I believe it was partially. I believe that it was partially an unironic request for his medication, and also but also like slightly a joke. Slightly a joke, but he was also on Xanax, so I don't know. He was also on Xanax. Looks maxing. Trying to maximize yourself, trying to make it so that you look as traditionally attractive as possible.
I mean, not a bad idea.
It's good advice.
Gassy, incredible. I'm unsure. I'm unsure if they mean gassy, the adjective of having gas, or like gassing someone up.
Gassing incredible.
Probably
Yeah,
the
I can
latter.
see it being. Yeah, I can see it being the latter.
Yeah. Theodore John. Theodore something. John Kaczynski.
Yeah, it's Theodore John Kaczynski. That's the Unabomber.
Oh. Well, that.
Yeah, he wrote
He
wrote that manifesto. It's
the Industrial Revolution and its
popular
consequences.
these days. Yeah.
Social credit, a reference to China's social credit score system. In which good.
I may have read parts of that manifesto in a past life.
Bing chilling. Either it is Bing, it's just like it is big, but spelled with an N to mispronounce it in a slightly in a slightly comical manner. So instead of big chillin' is Bing chillin'. I believe.
That actually comes from a video of John Cena speaking Mandarin.
Bing chillin'.
Because he was because he was hired by the CCP to shield for the CCP. So the meme kind of came about to make fun of John Cena for that.
Oh.
Wait, John Cena acted as the CCP has boxing? I mean, wrestling? So. Oh.
Well, I mean,
I don't-
they
I remember
wrestling,
this
but
ice cream cone thing.
celebs.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
They pay a lot of money for Western celebrities to say nice things about the CCP.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And
Xbox
John,
Live.
John Cena is one of them.
A reference to an old service
It's Xbox
where
Live.
that allowed online communication in Xbox games. It became renowned for low microphone quality, children saying terrible things to other people, and change the battery in your fire alarm system. And also, you have Uno. No, I don't have Uno. You have Uno. It came with your bleeping Xbox. I don't have Uno. You have Uno.
F in chat for my changed battery.
Hey. See, Mixie, he had that for the longest time. And whenever you would tune into his streams, it would just beep every now and then. And he wouldn't even notice.
Wait.
He would just keep going as if it wasn't even there.
Where is it?
Yeah, that.
Where is it?
I had the soundboard of it
I
now.
take mental damage every time. Fuck.
Mr. Beast, a philanthropist that is also a YouTuber that participates in absurd challenges with himself and others. He also does random acts of philanthropy for YouTube clicks. He has both an energy drink with another YouTuber and chocolate bars.
A really horrible chocolate bar.
He also, I believe that he still has the ghost kitchen of Mr. Beast Burger, which are operated out of Red Robin's. Kid named Finger. I remember hearing about this. I don't know where it's from.
I remember seeing that meme where it's like some double entendre type of thing.
The Mr. Beast bars are actually decent milk chocolate.
Walter White.
I don't think they're selling them anymore, are they?
The Mr. Beast bars?
Yeah.
They are still selling Mr. Beast.
Are
They're still selling the Mr. Beast bars and Prime Energy, which is his energy drink brand. Why do I know this? Because I have a younger brother. It's like...
I've never seen them.
Yeah.
They have them at Walmart usually. Is where
Yeah.
I
think
see 'em.
they're... I think they're...
Oh, we don't have a Walmart here.
Oh.
I live in a very small town.
Better Call Saul. I believe it's a reference to a TV series.
Yeah, it's the spin-off from Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
Better Call Saul.
Mm-hmm.
But there was the intro, like the intro sequence and the music from that kind of became a meme.
Yes.
Kind of associated with the meme of like the image of Saul Goodman and like an explanation of like, Your Honor, my client with like some
My
stupid,
client
ridiculous
was just
image.
horsing around.
Yeah,
Your Honor,
exactly.
it was just a little oopsie daisy.
Your Honor, it was just a little silly willy.
Your Honor, you weren't there. Something weren't there.
Your Honor, You weren't there. How could you tell? I am a surgeon. A clip from a series called The Good Doctor about a doctor with autism. I'm unsure if it is good.
I've seen memes about it a lot.
I
I am a surgeon.
That specific moment is where most of the memes come from.
I'm unsure if the autistic doctor is good at his job. I just know that he is terrible with bedside manner because he has the stereotypical Sheldon autism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like Sheldon autism. He has traditional Sheldon autism.
I really don't like that show.
I don't.
Big Bang Theory.
I don't like. I do
I
like Young
really
Sheldon.
do not like
Young
that.
Sheldon is actually okay. I'm okay with Young Sheldon.
I really did not like. Seriously did not like Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. One in a Trillion. Making fun of how big numbers sound. And also, I believe it is some reference to shellfish. It's as shrimple as that.
Simple as.
It's as shrimple as that. I like references to krillfish and memes.
Oh, the next one was a TikTok.
Hit or miss.
I remember that.
I guess they never miss, huh?
Yeah, that dance. I remember that one.
Yes. I like your cut, G. Another, I believe it is a vine.
I don't know that one.
I like your cut, G.
I'm pretty sure that was the Vine.
Denmark, you know that one?
No.
Ice
I don't know that
Spice, who's a rapper. We go Jim. I don't know.
We go Jim?
We go
I don't
Jim.
know.
It's like we go Jim. A statement? Kevin James. I don't know who that is. John Hutcherson. I don't know what it is. John Hutcherson edit.
Josh Hutcherson edit. I know that one. That's the whistling song. That one.
My whistle,
That's
baby,
like
whistle,
snuck
baby,
into
let me know.
I know that one.
And I'll show you how to do it. And we'll start real slow. You're together, you're done real close. And blow my whistle, baby, whistle, baby.
Oh, no, Kevin James. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's the reference to Mall Cop.
Oh, Mall Cop.
God.
Okay. And Coffin of Vanda and Lele. Controversial
liked Mall
RPG
I
maker game with
I like the streams of it. I
underlying
didn't play it myself, but
with underlying themes of cannibalism and incest. And finally,
oh yeah. I kind of like it when they do stuff like that for shock value. It's kind of
that is the metal pipe
And
falling
then-
sound effect. Moving on.
I know that one.
I literally played it
that's
on
right.
stream. It's like and the metal pipe falling sound effect. Oh no! The table! It's
And
broken!
speaking of Remy, I have this one for you, Nicola. If it actually comes.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh hell yeah!
Should I
Oh,
read,
So somebody
yeah.
tried to
should I read
Tried
this
to
one
help
too?
us.
Can you, Mixie? Can you read the first comment and then I'll read the second?
Okay. I want to read the second one.
I want to read the second one.
So in
Then, Matt, you want to
context,
read the first one?
yeah. So in context, there's a guy who went into Remy's comments and said, "Your voice makes me feel annoyed." Wait, your voice makes me feel annoying. Girl, low your voice down. Wait, is that what they said? Wait,
Yes.
what the hell?
Your voice makes me feel annoying.
Don't
Girl.
care, didn't ask, cry about it, stay mad, get real, L, plus... Oh, I guess I should read the plus. Don't care, plus didn't ask, plus cry about it, plus stay mad, plus get real, plus L, plus mold, seethe, cope, harder, plus hose mad, plus basic, plus skill issue, plus ratio, plus you fell off, plus the audacity, plus trigger, plus any askers, plus get a life, plus okay and, plus cringe, plus touch grass, plus not based, plus not funny, didn't laugh, plus go outside, plus get good, plus ask D's, plus easy clap, plus straight cash, plus ratio again, plus final ratio, plus stay mad, plus canceled, plus done for, plus mad, plus free, plus freer than air, plus rip bozo, plus coke, plus jealous, plus go ahead whine about it, plus your problem, plus don't care, plus bye.
She is so base for that. And then the fact that she hearted the comment before she posted this.
And would you like fries with that?
Remy is built different. He's singing. So,
These girls are good.
do you think there's enough VTuber lingo to make one of these?
No.
No. Oh.
Maybe? Yeah. Maybe.
Probably.
Might
I don't know.
There are enough
Might.
VTuber memes, but not
you'd
enough
have to-
VTuber lingo.
I know like
They're
some of
rare.
those could fit
I think.
into it because like a lot of those VTubers actually use
A lot of the Japanese words that get adapted.
Yeah.
like Kino.
Oshi.
I gotta go back to the site. Yeah, most of that stuff. Well, not most, but a lot of that stuff that was in there
Otsu.
could fit in there.
Otsu. Speaking of Otsu, it's beginning to be 3 hours, and the sun has risen, which means it is
Yes,
time
it-
for me to
I
sleep.
should get some sleep.
Almost 7 o'clock
I
for
should
some
get
of us
some
people.
The sun has risen, thus meaning it's time for sleep. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. You are loved. You're appreciated. Go drink water. Otsu Sabare.
Otsu
Follow Nicola and Deadback. They're cool and epic.
You're okay. They're not.
Well, thank you.
I'm pressing the button now. Thank you for joining me.
Follow Mixie.